Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are here for another episode of Kimisen, this being episode 2. Episode 1, like I was telling you guys with these Silver Link light novel adaptations, I usually go into them with kind of low expectations or no expectations sometimes, and the ones we've had lately have exceeded my expectations definitely, or have, left a good impression on me. In this series, the first episode, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was, honestly, especially, Alice and Iska and what we have with them already. What was established with them in the first episode, I feel like, honestly, that's going to probably be, I would be surprised if it was something else. It could be something else, but I'm saying that the whole thing with Alice and Iska, and if they, have a relationship or whatever the case may be, that's probably, their dynamic is probably going to be my favorite thing in the show. So I'm excited to see, though, what else we'll have with the series. We're going to get into this second episode, everyone. See what we'll have. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, they were both like at the play, and it's kind of ironic because we were talking about the Romeo and Juliet thing, and it's just like they're at a play. It was just like they were both there. So, but they have the same goal. They want the same thing from these opposite sides, which I find is pretty interesting too. Can't stop thinking about her already. These OP visuals could be just a part of an episode. Honestly, it seems like they just took it maybe right from the episode. That's how the beginning of it felt, at least. Nene, I need more Nene. I definitely need more Nene. Ooh, who is that? I like that shot right there. Ooh, okay, this girl with the green hair, though, she had the different color eyes, like on her Kurumis. Kurumi from Data Live, shout out to her. She looked like she was on that kind of deal. I'm looking forward to some other characters besides, Alice and Iska now. Just from the OP here. Damn. Okay, what the hell is that? Some kind of a cyborg or a mech or something. I see them clashing there, but see, now that's the whole interesting thing, because they both have the same goal, but they're on these two opposite sides. So obviously, most of the people on these sides are going to be like, "We're at war. Like, what are you doing? Like, you guys can't work together." If they try to. Wants to feel be the old, like the older sister, like character. I don't think it's trauma. This man's just so captivated by her, and about her wanting the same thing as him was kind of mind blowing to him too. Barbecue. Good night's sleep would do it, and eating, I guess, could do it. Everyone's different though. This is this is your this is her room. She got all the panties hanging up, bras, like changing scenery. That's something. You didn't think about that before you had this idea? But she's just, I guess she's so worried about having him, looking out for him, right? So that's nice of her. Oh, is this how he ended up at the play? So we have to thank her a lot, actually, if this is how he ended up at the play. Can't go against captain's orders. That's how he ended up at the play then, I guess. Hmm. That was just pretty sudden. What, like a nightmare. Master Crow. Yeah, okay, so this is where we left off with at the end of the previous episode, right? So we're just getting it from his perspective. I guess I'll hand her mine. At this point, they didn't really think much of it, or they didn't know it was each other. Oh, oh! I was like, man, it's so dark in here. Like they can't even see each other. Like, oh, what a coincidence! Finish this once and for all in in here. Like, wow. Dude, any attire she's in that we saw her in so far, like man, she just looks so good in though, right? And she has Chizuru's voice actress, right? From Rent a Girlfriend. Sweat from my eyes. Like, and I was saying the same thing about Chizuru. I was like, Chizuru can wear anything, and Alice is probably the same way, right? She'll look good in anything, like literally. We will retreat. So, just to force a habit, I was like, yeah, it's so formal, like bowing, like start a war in the theater. Did I see her eyes glowing right there, like glowing yellow? Does she have some kind of a ability? If she knows exactly that he didn't leave or whatever, maybe she does. She has something going on. The maid girl. I think her name's Rin. He's probably gonna be sitting at this table. They said this was already booked. Jay's like, what are the chances? What are the chances, you know? I reserved this table. Like, what should we do? He's not even thinking about doing anything. This man just wants to eat. He just wants to eat. Like, come on. What a guy. What a guy, right? They're gonna both look at it. Yo, look at her, man. He's blushing up a storm. And they ordered the same exact thing. Even all the details. What? They are literally the same. In like, yeah, I was saying with their goal, what they want, but even with stuff like this too, they're just on the same page with everything. She's like, this is not how it's supposed to be going. Like they're hitting it off. They're hitting it off pretty well. Like this is not probably how it should be going in her eyes. Cause she's like, oh, remember he's an imperial. Like it's for her to even keep it a secret though is like, she doesn't have to do that. She could be an asshole and go report it, but she's not. So respect. May become your biggest obstacle one day. The little pout face. You made us team up against you in that moment. Like, they're probably both like, why does yeah, okay, well there's that, and I was gonna say like, why does things have to be this way, right? Like between their two sides. They're still trying to grasp like how they feel about each other, like what is there, like. Okay, so this is like a flashback because Iska looks way younger. We saw him with his master, so wait, she was on this train too. These random like dreams or like these random things they be showing. There's a one part with his master. That part, so he's met her before in the past, apparently. Come on, Captain. Come on, Captain. Oh, strategies are too complicated for me. She's not much into like romance or anything either like that, I guess. Neutral city. He's probably gonna see her again. He's going all these places, you know. This is her mother. Okay. So her fighting with Iska is slowly all because of the astral power. It's like slowly breaking the, I guess the founder or whatever out of this to bring the founder back. An awakening. Yeah, so we heard him say awaken. They're talking about an awakening of the founder, so it's like somehow their actions or his actions contributed to that, which is interesting. Changing scenery. And here we go. She's going to go to the art exhibit. The art exhibit. Here we go. See what I mean with the outfits though, man. What she be wearing, dude? Whew. It's like the same thing as Chizuru, like with from Rent a Girlfriend. Like anything she could wear or would wear, she was just like amazing in it. Yeah, you almost got me. You almost got me there. Didn't even think about it. She was about to. Okay, it's not good to walk off into these alleys like this by yourself, though. Something's about to happen. Iska's gonna come in and save her, probably. Oh, she. I thought something maybe bad was gonna happen to her. So, like I don't know if someone was gonna. Worst thing we saw was a mouse, I guess, or a rat. Ding ding ding. Man, I already went and saw some of the exhibit. Came out, found her. Art has no borders. Yeah. Remember what you said? There shouldn't be a problem here. They both have like they both have so much in common, and they both feel the same way about a lot of things. They're starting to get that about each other more and more. What is she like? 17, 18? I'm saying maybe 18. The man passed out. They're just having like a normal conversation, right? Like, oh, oh, oh. Capture you, kill you, like, yeah. They just had like this fight and everything, right? They had this fight and now they're just like this, Like, which I mean, I appreciate. I like the kind of slice of life type of moments between the two of them. Them seeing more and more that they have a lot in common with each other, that they're not really that much different from each other. Because that's a thing, like especially in like war times and these different sides, like you see that a lot. Like sometimes the other side, the sides that are up against each other won't see each other as like human or the same, right? They see them, they maybe think of them as lower beings or lowered things or whatever the case may be, right? But these two here, you can tell they kind of like, even though she's a princess, Iska sees her just as like a normal person, treats her as like a normal person, right? Having normal conversation and doing normal things with her. Which for her as a princess, he has to feel good, for her to be able to do things like that. Go to a play, go to an opera or whatever, go to an art exhibit, like just do these normal things that probably people around their age, do, right? Like, well, he's 16, she's probably, I don't know if we got her age. She said she's older than him, so I don't know if she's like 17, 18. I was saying maybe 18. I'd be surprised if she was like 20, in her 20s or something. But they're really hitting it off. They're really hitting it off. I gotta say, they're starting to find more things in common with each other. You can kind of tell how they're starting to feel about each other. Just in terms of a romantic way. These are like the higher ups. You'll reinstate Iska back to Saint Disciple. Well, that's interesting because yeah. Um, so yeah, so like I said, just seeing them hit it off, and seeing that no matter what side they're on, right? Them coming together here and just having a good time, some nice slice of life moments here. Like there's no boundaries or like they said, no borders. I know they're just talking about art, but I mean just from both, you can relate this to both sides of these, like the empire and the other side, like with the people there, like. just because they're at war or whatever, just whatever may be going on, like you're all human. Like you're all like you all have like differences and things in common. So I kind of like these two are going to be like if it does come to a point where things are peaceful once again, there's probably going to be a lot of obstacles in that obviously, but they're going to be obviously the pillar, the main thing at the front of all that, right? In bringing the two sides together, because we're already starting to see it, right? We're already starting to see them come together, and she's like a princess, so that's a big deal. And well, he was a saint disciple. He's not now, but he's a big deal as well. So it's interesting. It's interesting, and I'm really curious to see where we go from here. But some really cute, slice of life moments here. I got to say, some funny moments. A lot of these coincidences, like a lot of them doing the same thing. It was adorable. It was adorable. I really like Alice though. Like the Chizuru voice actress. I mean, just the outfit she's wearing, the tsundere, kind of traits. Like she does kind of remind me a bit of Chizuru, like in terms of like her personality and some of the ways she acts and whatnot. So that's actually pretty cool, I gotta say. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode of Kimisen. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.